Now it's time for Taste Appeal. It's all about utilizing those fresh veggies that are in our garden.
And joining us now is Kathleen Delaney, owner of Great Grapes Catering. We're making a healthy vegetable dish. Well, more than one, not just one.
Yeah, we're trying to use it all. That's what we're here for, right?
Go out to your garden and pick it and then cook with it, right?
And that's exactly what I did today.
Nice.
I said, you know what, what's the easiest thing we can do as back to school? You know, I'm a busy mom, so are you. You know, everybody's busy. Everybody has a lot, but you know what? No matter what you have, what kind of shopping you do, go to your garden, go to your greengrocer, go to your CSA, and buy the local vegetables and make sure that you utilize them now because they're in the peak right
And they'll
now.
be gone if you don't use them.
Exactly.
Look at that color in the bowl.
And they're all from my garden,
Gorgeous.
all my herbs. And I have a small garden. I don't have a big garden. So
Really?
You get this much from a small garden?
I did, yeah. We have some zooks, I have a lot of herbs, and I have tomatoes, and tomatoes.
Zooks, is that like the cool word for zucchini?
It is for me.
That's what the kids are saying these days.
Yeah.
It's hip. It's hip.
I'm going to be so hip when I find zooks in the grocery store.
Man, oh man.
All right, so we got tomatoes.
So
what's the end game? What are we
This
making
is the deal.
with
We're
these?
stuffing these babies. So to make them sit on the plate, let's use a serrated knife, Kathleen.
Okay.
I talk to myself even on TV. So I just want to like flatten the bottom, but what I'm going to ask you to do, Seth, is I'm going to ask you to scoop out the middle of this and put it in with some I already made some quinoa. I made it yesterday. I make a big batch of it. And quinoa, as you know, is a grain. It's gluten-free. It is also wheat-free. So it's awesome if you have any allergies or anything like that. So we're scooping out the middle of a tomato. We're putting it in with the quinoa. We're going to add some black olives.
Okay.
Some, my typical favorite thing, some spinach. Now, I did not grow this spinach. I wish I had. But, you know, sometimes you need to supplement. So I put some spinach in.
Whole black olives?
You betcha, baby.
How many do you think?
Just give me a half a handful. You like that half a handful?
Half a hand. It's very exact amount.
Yes, I'm a real stickler for that. And what I like to do is I like to take my a lemon. You know me and my naked lemons. Should we talk about these?
Oh,
before?
yes,
we've had this too. I know I
many
get in
laugh
trouble.
about a naked
but what
lemon.
you do is you definitely you want to grate the zest into your salad at the very end, or you can put it into your vinaigrette if you're going to toss that in. Now this is you can do it in 5-minute kind of thing, and then serve it to your children or to your husband or whoever,
or to yourself,
and it's really good for you and very, 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 very filling and delicious.
And what are you putting in there?
This is oregano from my garden. Smell. There's just nothing like that's rosemary.
This smells very much like rosemary.
Like rosemary.
Do we put this in too?
Yes, we do. We're going to put all sorts of beautiful
Are we
herbs.
putting all of this in?
Just peel it off, and yeah, that's a good idea.
Check this out.
Yeah, do the. We call it picking your herbs.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I say. Can you pick? And
that's
then
good.
You can do it with thyme. You can. Now, if you like specific vegetables other than this, go for it. If you like different herbs, please put them in. Now, I like to put. I'm really kind of going for the Greek thing today, and I'm going to put in some scallions or green onions, whatever you like to call them, and I'm just going to chop those up and put them in with my quinoa.
I love scallions.
I'm going to take, would you grab the olive oil for me, Seth?
Yes.
And we're just going to drizzle some olive oil in with the quinoa.
Kathleen, did you put this olive oil in a wine bottle?
Well, of course I did,
I
Seth.
love this. No, because you know what? So to save money, I buy those huge tubs of olive oil. But if you have something cool to put it in, it makes it look a lot nicer.
If you ask my friend Tammy, just ask her. I am the jar queen.
Yeah.
I save jars, I save bottles, I do all that stuff. But it's all for purposes just like this, so that I can transport them and they don't look goofy.
That's what it's all about.
And
You can't
the
look
beauty
goofy.
of a wine bottle is you can put your thumb over it and you can just drizzle with your thumb over it, and it's not a large opening, so you can get a better, you can figure out how much you have.
How much you need, yeah.
So a little bit. Yeah, there you go, stop. Good. Beautiful.
And done. There we
We're
go.
gonna put a little sea salt in here.
I love this little thing you got.
Isn't that great?
All right, what pinch?
Sea salt, yeah, pinch or two, yeah.
Maybe one more pinch, or is that good?
One more pinch.
Do you like? If you like
I
salt,
like your pinches.
I like salt.
And then I'm just gonna crack a little black pepper. And there's that spoon that's already dirty, so always do that.
the
and clean as you go. Toss it around.
Now what do we do? Just shove all this in the tomato?
We are going to stuff that tomato.
Nice.
We are.
Now, do you cook this or do you serve it just like that?
Not at all. The only thing that you cook is the quinoa. Now, if you wanted to, and you wanted to really put some chunks of cheese in here, or now this is pretty vegan right now, so that there's no cheese or any dairy products or anything like that.
And I think this is, if you're doing the paleo diet, this is all raw foods.
Absolutely.
This is good to go.
And the grains, I mean, it is so good. So we're gonna get these babies stuffed. And why don't you help me out with that?
I would love to help you. Do you want me to cut another tomato, or?
Sure, just cut the top off.
Okay.
Scoop out the middle. and I'm gonna keep going. You mind?
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna take that
You do
serrated
that.
knife.
Kathleen, I'm gonna follow along with you. What's next?
Okay, so the next thing, I am a big fan of, again, vegetables, vegetables, vegetables. But how much time do we have? We don't have that much time
None.
outside. Let's use our grills. Let's be really proactive and eat outside, use the porch, eat with your family, enjoy these last days of summer.
Sure.
And so I'm gonna take an eggplant, and I'm going to slice a slice. Slice a slice.
Slice a
I'm gonna
slice.
I'm gonna
slice a
move over
slice.
here and get working.
Okay, we'll
It's
do a
all
little
going
switcheroo.
well. I'm gonna do 2 of these because I'm gonna do what I do these Napoleon kind of things, but I like to grill them as opposed to, everybody's usually, so worried about their calorie intake and all the fried.
Yep.
So if you do like a rollatini of any sort, you're gonna roll something up. Usually they bread it and then you bake it. And so today I'm gonna take all that out of there, and I'm just going to grill some
Healthy rollatini.
healthy rollatini. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna stack it so you don't really have that messy roll either.
So it's like a veggie stack.
It is. It's a Napoleon,
A
basically.
Napoleon, okay.
And
That's just
then-
a fancy way of saying a veggie stack, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I wanted another recipe to make with eggplant,
And-
so
and
this is perfect.
An eggplant is really in season right now. Some people don't like eggplant. You could do it with portobello mushrooms. You could do it with roasted red peppers. I like right now I want to use what's in season. So I'm going to take these, and I'm also going to put some a red onion on here, or some people call it a Bermuda onion.
See, here's my thing with eggplant. It's not for everybody,
Right.
but if you cook it just right, like you're probably gonna do, then it's great.
It is. And so how are we going to make this fancy and really, really tasty, Seth? You have any ideas?
I have no idea. That's why you're here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just here to take a bite and say, good.
Well, now we're going to take the vegan out of it, okay? Now,
Good.
what I've already prepared here is
Looks so
ricotta
good.
cheese,
Fried cheese.
goat cheese, because you know me, I can't do anything without goat cheese.
Yeah, what's a day
and
without
fresh
goat cheese?
spinach and some fresh basil and fresh oregano. I mix it all together, and what I'm going to do with this is after these are grilled and nice and soft, I'm going to layer them with basil and onion and spinach, and just layer it up and have a beautiful stack. But in between, we'll have our cheese, so that it'll be delicious.
I'm gonna have
Sounds
to. I'm gonna have to stop
delicious.
you right there. My stomach's already grumbling. So get to work because I
Okay.
can't take this anymore. We're gonna be back in a little bit. We're gonna finish all these recipes up and do some more.
Welcome back to Mass Appeal. We're in the kitchen with Kathleen Delaney from mygreatgrapes.com. Kathleen, we are finishing up the my stuffed tomatoes.
Which
my
are
stuffed tomatoes.
really
I did
good
make
'cause
them.
you touched them.
Yeah.
I did.
And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take all the same ingredients almost and make them into 2 different things. So I talked about the eggplant and stacking it and using it, and then I talked about what a rollatini is, right? So take
You roll something
you
up.
roll it up. So this mixture of ricotta and goat cheese and a little mozzarella and some spinach and some salt and pepper mixed all together can be a vehicle for you for a really nice dinner. You don't have to make lasagna. You don't have to use pasta. You can use a vegetable. So if you want to take some of this and just put
Just
it on,
spread it like butter
spread
on
it
toast.
on here, and what we're going to do is we're going to roll it up. So it's delicious.
Is there such thing as too much to put in?
No.
I think not with cheese. in
Okay,
my
that
idea,
was
but-
my thought.
No.
But again, speaking of cheese, I brought some mozzarella too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take
But what's
a
the right
piece-
way to say it?
mozzarella.
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 For an Irish girl, I have a good accent.
You do.
So what I'm going to do, yes, now put
Just
that
like
over
so?
there,
Okay.
right? And it's delicious. It really is yummy. And so, okay, so this is your pretty princess plate, or prince
I
plate,
love
right?
that game. Now, Kathleen, if I can interrupt you for
Surely,
1 second,
surely.
because this is all from your garden, and you have an overabundance of these colorful vegetables. This is a great thing for a dinner party because
Absolutely. How do
you have like a endless supply of it, right?
It's true. And then you also say, hey, let's put it in a basket. Let's make it like the game Chopped, and say, okay, everybody, get your friends together, get them all together, and say, here are your ingredients. Go.
Oh, that's a good
And it's a
idea.
blast. I help people with that. But the other thing is, when you have a lot of tomatoes, you make your own tomato marinara, and then you can freeze it and use it all year long. Make sure you do that.
So you made this one yourself?
I did. And I'm going to actually add it. Now, you know that I'm going to call this my little mini ratatouille, okay?
Ratatouille.
No rats involved.
No, good. No rats were
But
harmed.
there's
Just rascals.
Tui is involved.
Tui! I pretty much took all the vegetables that I've grown and I sautéed them and I mixed them all together. I cooked them down with some of my basil and some rosemary and oregano and chopped it up differently. So basically the ingredients are the same, but again,
Just a
your
different-
kids might want this. You know, they might like that over some pasta.
That's true.
Or, you know, and
Or
if
some
you say it's
quinoa, 'cause you already
ratatouille,
cooked
like
up.
the movie, oh, forget about it. It's going to be,
They'll eat the whole
you know, they're
thing.
going to like, oh, really? Oh, okay. You know, so it'll be awesome.
Makes it exciting, yeah. And the good thing is nothing is from a box or a can. It's all fresh,
Yeah.
fresh.
The only thing that's somewhat somewhat fattening is the cheese. But come on, you need to have some protein.
Exactly.
And you really need to enjoy it and make it delicious. So let's put the onions then on top.
Okay, and this is our veggie
And then
stack.
this is our stack, yeah. Again, you can use any kind of vegetable that you like or that you have in your garden. And I'm gonna make them pretty, pretty princess because it's all about color. That's my favorite thing to say today. Sorry about
Pretty,
that.
pretty princess.
I know, I love
Kathleen,
that.
will you come over and cook for me?
Yes.
So
Anytime.
This looks amazing.
let's recap. We got the ratatouille over there.
Ratatouille.
All the same vegetables go into this. This is this veggie stack.
Absolutely.
A veggie rollatini.
Yep.
And that's easy enough. Cheese.
And
roll
again,
it
you
up.
don't have to
Stuffed
bread
tomatoes.
anything.
Yes.
It's all just grilled vegetables, so it's the calories are much lower, and they're just as delicious.
And lastly, stuffed
the
tomatoes.
Stuffed quinoa stuffed tomatoes.
And you
look
burn
good.
calories because you have to walk out to your garden and pick it all.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, Kathleen. Can't wait to dig in.
So